do.
That means we have benefits from doing it, entrepreneur. To be entrepreneur, we have a benefit. And what is the advantage or disadvantage
Yeah.
in starting a business or even at a young age?
Yeah, I think that starting a business at a young age, I was recently in a program, recently when a consultant was speaking to the young people who came, and he was saying, you guys have to, thank your leaders because they put in place a program whereby they are trying to challenge you to talk about the possibility for you to create a job for yourself in the future, not like you are waiting for some people or government or whatever it is to give you a job. So advantages for you is to be able to be your own boss, to create something that can, that you are contributing to the community. But also, in the other aspect is that you trust yourself, you build that self-confidence that you are be given some talent that you are exploring, that you are, exploring to set up something that can benefit for you and also for people all around you. So these are advantages of what being entrepreneur, that you set up something. And definitely when you set up that in the process, I believe we are going to talk about that. You may encounter some steps, and then you have more to say because if you're an entrepreneur, that is something you begin, you do, you implement. At the end of the day, you learn from. I mean, for all the steps like we were saying in introduction, that you have to face some difficulties, etc. challenges. Yeah.
Okay. And how can a young people be motivated to become entrepreneur?
Yeah, I definitely believe that's the main thing. That this is the job. What I'm passionate about, talking about the young people, to understand that they are being given some talent that they need to identify, that they need to work on, so that they can have this self-confidence and then the boldness enough to take action, to do something that can benefit them and can benefit the community. So definitely, yes, that's what it is. That the young people need to first of all realize, look, I'm being given this opportunity. I was recently in a program where I was speaking to the young people, and I showed them aeroplane. I showed them like the recent aeroplane like Airbus 360, etc. And I showed them the plane, the first aeroplane that the brothers Wright in North Carolina, America, in 1903 have set up, have created. So they need to have this self-confidence that I can do this. I feel that I have this talent in me. You work on that to set up something that will just put you, even if it's a business you are going to get into, if it is like anything you have to do, like a job that you are creating, you need to be able to, to discover that you have that talent, and then to take the risk to embrace that, and then to see.
Very good. That means we need a mentorship programs that will help the young people to benefit a lot of most of the time from the entrepreneurship.
Yeah, definitely. I believe even when you take let's me take the thing very simple to our context, like in Togo.
Yes.
Somebody was saying recently, he's a consultant. He was speaking to the young people in a conference where I was, and he was saying that like 15 years ago, people are not very interested in what we call entrepreneurship, because people are limited to the fact that I'm graduate, I have a certificate, I have my degree, and against that I need to be employed. So people are waiting for how we call it, unemployment somewhere to go and apply and have a job, be given opportunity to work. Yeah, but if you have been challenged, you are being trained, you are being groomed, you are being mentored, you are being put under the coaching where you tell, look, you can do this, etc. Or you are being given avenues, you are given opportunity or platform where success stories are told, where opportunity are being explored and then exposed to the young people. Definitely you'll be challenged, and maybe you'll be listening to yourself and knowing what is in you can take up, challenge you to take the next step to really make a difference.
Yes. Still in the mentorship programs, talking about the youth and innovative job creation opportunities, this is an opportunity for young people to get trained. Under the theme, Express Yourself, the full story with Ahwefan Tuga.
The Togolese government has implemented several initiatives to support youth entrepreneurship. These include providing access to finance through loans and grants, offering training and mentoring programs to develop entrepreneurial skills, creating incubators and innovation centers to support the growth and promotion of startups to ease the process of starting and running a business. In this perspective, the ninth edition of the Conference of the Agape Association was held on the theme Express Your Talent.
If you know or identify your talent, you have to develop it. and it will come perfect. You have to work on it and put it at the service of the world.
In this conference is that I was the MC, and it was the first time, so I was a little bit stressed, but I can say it's one of my talents. I'm thinking about attending trainings and all about master class, about how to present, how to get prepared, be less stressed, and so on.
Today, there is a remarkable number of young entrepreneurs. This trend reflects a growing shift in the mindset where young people increasingly see entrepreneurship not just as a career option, but as a way to make their dreams a reality in order to shape their future.
Nowadays, you people are surrounded by many opportunities that they can't be able to discover. Things that is very useful for me is now I can create my own business. For young people who are watching me now, I can talk to them that God has given you wisdom. You can develop many things. Promoter of many young people again.
For a young lady, say he or she had to find his passion so that he can make it right. Because we often say entrepreneurship is good, but if he wants to sell, he should have the passion for it so that he can succeed in it.
You want to tell not waste your time in distractions and so on. If you have a project in your mind, sit down, write, and start somewhere before waiting for help.
Youth entrepreneurship is a powerful force for innovation, economic development, and social change. By promoting creativity, passion, and ambition of young people, we can unlock new opportunities and create better avenues for future generations.
Yes, back to studio with our guest, Mr. Kofi Pongbe. Thank you very much for coming.
No, my pleasure being here.
Yes, and after the just ended report, why express your talent?
Yeah, definitely. This program that you show was held 2 days ago, and I was the main speaker of this program. In fact, it is a yearly program that the young people of the association called Agape, they organize because they think that there is a need for them to grow holistically, not only spiritually, but mentally, psychologically, socially, and physically, even economically. So there's a yearly program where they come and then they learn about skills, etc. This particular year, they have as a topic, express your talent. And I got a privilege to be invited to come and speak to above 700 young people who came to this program. The thing is, my job consisted of, first of all, challenging them because it is a sad thing to know that some people, even they will graduate from high school, they don't even have in mind what they want to do. They don't even know they are being given talent. Meanwhile, I believe that when you look at our fingerprints and our written prints, so you are unique in this world. You need to identify what you have been given, and then when you explore that, that will make a difference in the community and in the life, in your own life of many people. So my job consists of challenging them and look, you have been given talent, and you have to know it, identify who you are, and then build that self-confidence, take action, and then take any risk until you come to a successful, story that you have to tell. So we get opportunity to speak to them, being, a mentor of young people in what we call Horizon program throughout the continent of Africa. I got opportunity to speak to young people in many countries, and then being given the opportunity to speak to my own brothers here in Togo was a blessing to me to go and do that. And the particularity of this program this year is that we brought in some experts of a bank from consultants who come to challenge them and speak to them about even the opportunity that the Togolese government have put in place for young people who want to be entrepreneur. This is where I hear from them talking about Fayed and etc. There are some structure that the government have put in place to challenge them, because it's not just for the people going to school and graduate and expecting the government to give you a job. Wherever you go in the world, US or UK or wherever in the world, you cannot expect for the government to give the job to everybody. So we need to bring this mindset and come, in the sense that we can create job, we can take the risk and to start anything. That was what the conference was about, and I was so privileged to speak to these young people to challenge them.
I think it is not we can create job, we must create job, because when we look at our situation now in our country, Togo, many people are at home because they don't have this
Yeah,
access
definitely.
to work with the government, and they don't think to create something.
Yeah, this is what the thing was about. And we try to challenge these young people to
Yes.
understand. One of the experts was saying in the conference that 15 years ago, people were not really interested in entrepreneurship. And now that they see, when you see the rate of unemployment and you see also the conditions that are not really good for people to have access to better loan, etc., with good rate, you are compelled to think about what to do because the government will not give you a job all the time. They cannot just satisfy everybody.
Yes.
I was, if you allow me, 2 weeks ago, I was at another conference speaking in another program to the young people, how we can raise good citizens in Togo. You know what I did? I just showed them pictures of Togo in 1960, the picture of Singapore in 1960, and then I showed another picture of Togo in 2014, a picture of Singapore in 2024. I didn't say anything. I just let them to comment on that. I don't think Singaporeans they have two heads or whatever it is, but that's come from the good willingness and this mindset to contribute to. I can tell people that if we see some community like I know a little bit of American context, somebody who is a CEO in a company who lost his job is ready to become somebody who is selling sandwich to convert himself to a new job. You cannot just say I have a master's degree, I have PhD, I have a bachelor degree, so you are expecting to be employed. I don't see people who are really rich who really wait to be employed before you can make a difference. So we need to challenge these young people to have this mindset of those developed countries, which was at the same level as some of our countries. I was told, in 1960, Cameroon government, the country of government has given a loan to South Korea. Go to South Korea and compare to the South Korea and Cameroon. Go to those countries where the same level like that. So I think everything comes from the fact that people understand they need to do something. Not necessarily, I hate to say, be in this francophone mindset that the government needs to give you a job because I have a degree. And this must be very sad.
Yes. And what to tell those people that wasted years waiting for government?
Yeah, the thing is, everything comes, this is the mindset.
Or is there an opportunity for them to come back to create? Because most of people spend maybe 10, 15 or 20 years waiting for the government, waiting for...
Yeah, definitely. I think the Togolese government, they understood why they have those initiatives like fire, the sector, a lot of funds that are made available for people to take the risk to start, like a business, the startup, etc. Because we cannot just say, okay, I hate to say that. I'm a graduate also from the National Institute of Science of Education at the University of Lomé. I was a teacher for some years in high school before, I resigned, etc. So I think that something is wrong with our educational system where people, after they have their degree, they were expecting, because I have a certificate written with all privilege pertaining to this certificate, I have a degree, they need to give me a job. So if opportunity is given to people to really understand that they can create something, that can even help them make more benefit than what they're expecting to be paid when they are employed somewhere, I think they will take the challenges. And also we need to think about conditions that need to be made for people, like I was saying, access to loan, and then with better rate of how we call it, interest, etc. And also, if possibilities is given to people to navigate in an environment whereby they can be creative. When they are exposed to success stories, they have mentors, coaches, education, just like you said from the beginning, to know, yes, we can make the difference. This is what we do for young people. We tell them, look, you can definitely make the difference, not expect to be given a job all the time. If you are given, yes, that's true, but not everybody should be given a job.
Yes. And can you say that for this program, the 9th edition of our Agape Association Conference, are you satisfied with the achievements?
I think I am. We are. When you see one of the ladies spoke, Ruth Megan was the co-MC. The MC was your colleague from TVT Nectar program, Elias Atayi was the MC, and she said, "I've discovered this is my talent. I want to be like a presenter when I can, go to take some training and to be able to do etc." And I have a lot of messages. We have one of the lady who came from TV because she heard about the program, Express Your Talent. She came and she's involved in the business of making bottled palm nut sauce. And then she sent me a message on WhatsApp and say, "This is what I've been doing." And then one day you come to TV to visit. To see young people with this ambition, we want to do this. And some spoke to me. When we had the program, I was supposed to say something in English because of my colleagues in Wharton, but they don't understand French. And anyway, so after I spoke, they were like clapping. I said, "Look, I am the living testimony. I didn't read English at university. I studied German, but I can speak English. English can, So like you have to have this self-confidence, to take the risk, work hard to make the difference. So I see we're satisfied because of the messages, the feedback we receive from the people, and then even they are asking already for another meeting. I'm the kind of guy going to conference, speak to people, challenge young people.
Very
when
nice,
they say,
very nice, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, and for this program, I think participants came back to their different places with a zeal to do more and even better. Now, tell me, how can we develop the spirit of entrepreneurship?
You can't develop the spirit until you are told that you have it, or until you have this awareness that yes, it's what I have, and then you start something with the perseverance in order to to move forward. So how you develop it, you need to know you have it, and then I say that if you say that you have given to be a footballer, you cannot go and be a friend of a mechanic, for instance. Birds of the same feather flock together. You need to be exposed to those people who are also navigating the same avenue, learn from them, build upon that, and then in order to develop your originality, what makes you very unique. This is how you develop the talent you have been given. You can't say, I'm a footballer, and then you go with a singer. You need to be in the company, the friendship of or companionship of those who are having the same talent like you.
Yes. Talking about the job creation, job opportunities, and what the young people just learn. Are you sure there will be a changes?
Oh, definitely. What I didn't tell you that during that conference they were having like a trade, or how I call it, trade fair. They were like somewhere they go to make some fans, make some cloth with some material we have, and they were selling that at the same place. We just want them to be challenged, to take upon themselves the responsibility to say, look, I can make a difference wherever I am. And I don't believe that they are born by accident in Togo. They're born here to be able to really make an impact. When you discover what you have been given, you work on that with that self-confidence, with the perseverance. You may encounter some difficulties, some failure, but if you persevere, I definitely believe that you make it and make a difference. So we see them with the trade fair, selling things, etc. And then we are looking forward to seeing them in the future, great entrepreneurs, etc., who not only explore what they've learned in school, but also add something to the community.
Yes, for the entrepreneurship domain, what can we say that we are waiting for from the government? Something that governments will do to help the domain, or to help the youth to come more and more to the
I can tell you that even with the system, or the new system,
because they have already
put
in place many things, but maybe you are waiting for something more than that.
Yeah, I think that when they started this program called bachelor degree, master's, and doctoral LMD in French, the people know that you can still go to school and do some work. People now understand that it's an opportunity given to people. If the government create, those funds and those initiatives they have, even access to the loan, to money, and then to be some fund that they can make available for them, and some training most of the time, because most of the time people don't need money, they need training, they have mindset to be transformed. And when they are really challenged, they know I can do this, they will take the risk. One of the experts was telling me the other day that we went to train some people. At the end of the day, they say, I'm not ready to take a loan to pay with interest. The knowledge I have is enough for me to take the risk to start something that definitely make the difference. So the government have to work, to create more avenue for the young people, and then also access to the loan and the opportunity given to them, and condition given to them in their community to blossom out and to develop. I think the government can do more in addition to what is done already.
Yes, I think we are coming more and more to the end of our program. But for those who think it is over, what do you have to tell them?
I don't think it's over. You've been created, if you have to use the terminology, God, with your given talent that you need to discover. When you discover your talent, you need to work on that. You need to build the self-confidence, be in the in good shoes where you're supposed to be, and then take the risk. And whether you fail on the way, you need to rise up again and continue. Definitely, you'll be given the opportunity to make a difference, not only in your community, but beyond. So I, as a coach and a teacher, and as a mentor of young people, no matter what the conditions are, trust yourself and rise up, you can make the difference.
Thanks so much
You're welcome.
for coming. And what is your last word?
My last words, I'm dreaming that I will see Togo will become a very developed country with people be given opportunity to, to explain their talent and then have this freedom and access to means that to make them feel like they are in their own country and see, like I'll say, I was giving an example, Togo being, the gold of humanity, like we say in our national anthem.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Thank you all for joining us in this incredible journey of youth and entrepreneurship. Remember, the future is in our hands, and together we can create a world of innovation, passion, and endless possibilities. Stay inspired, keep dreaming, and never stop believing in the power of your minds. Thanks so much, Mr. Kofi Pongbe. Let me remind, he is a BWA Horizons Director for Africa.
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Yes. Now, goodbye now. The adventure continue.